Hey, welcome. Today, we are going to break down a really simple 7-day plan to help you cut right through all that digital noise, get your mental clarity back, and seriously sharpen your focus. So, let's dive in. Does this sound familiar to you? You get to the end of the day and you just feel totally and completely drained? You know, like constant notifications and that to-do list that never seems to end are leaving you feeling scattered and just not focused.
Well, if you're nodding along right now, you are definitely not alone. This feeling of mental burnout is a huge issue. It's hitting everyone, from students trying to cram for an exam to professionals just trying to stay on top of their game at work.
But here is the really good news. There's actually a clear, totally manageable way to fight back against all that noise and get your focus back. And this isn't about just having more willpower, it's about having the right strategy. So let's get right into the blueprint itself. To do that, we first have to understand the core principles that make it so effective. These are the big ideas that the entire 7-day plan is built on. First up is something called dopamine management. Now, think about it like this. Our brains get this little jolt of a reward chemical, dopamine, every single time we check a notification. This plan is all about learning how to manage that cycle so you reduce that constant craving for digital distractions. Like maybe you schedule specific times to check your email instead of reacting to it all day long. The second big principle is sleep hygiene. And look, this isn't just about getting more sleep, it's about getting high-quality sleep. It means creating routines in the right environment, like, say, keeping your room dark and cool, or putting your phone away an hour before bed, that lets your brain actually recover and recharge every night. The key here is that rest becomes an active part of improving your focus, not just something that happens. And here's how it all fits together, right? The whole approach is built on these 5 key pillars. You're minimizing digital noise, you're refining how you organize your tasks, you're actively training your brain, and you're supporting all of that with solid sleep and dopamine management. You see? Each pillar holds up the others. Okay, so we get the principles. Now let's shift into the practical plan and see how this actually builds into your 7-day strategy. This is where all that theory turns into action. And that right there is the key number. Just 7 days. This entire approach is designed to be a manageable, week-long commitment. This isn't a total life overhaul, okay? It's a focused sprint designed to build much better habits. So here's the game plan boiled down into 4 strategic steps that you'll take across that week. First, you get control over your digital world. Then, you refine how you structure your work. After that, you're going to actively do exercises to train your brain. And finally, you lock it all in by mastering your sleep. It's a logical, step-by-step system. So what actually happens when you follow this plan for 7 days? Let's talk about the promised transformation and what you can really expect to achieve. The transformation is pretty clear, isn't it? You go from that state of mental fatigue and low productivity to one of really sharpened concentration and way better productivity. It's a direct trade. You're swapping that scattered, frantic effort for focused, effective work. And this right here is the core promise of the whole thing. This isn't about some vague goal way off in the future. We're talking about a noticeable improvement in your focus in just 1 week. Now that's a powerful and really motivating idea. So this leaves us with one last, pretty important question to think about. Once you've reclaimed that ability to concentrate, what will you accomplish with that newfound focus? Just imagine the projects you could finally finish, the skills you could learn, or the ideas you could bring to life. The possibilities, well, they're entirely up to you.